What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. And as you can see, we're not still at the fire station. I've decided to try to make my way back to the tractor because we are so very full. But as you can tell, we have some company. Yeah. Have several friendos over here watching our tractor for us. It's very kind of them, but they don't seem to want to give it back. So we're gonna have to deal with some things over here. Where is old Happy Pants? I can't see him yet, but I don't want him to get too close. Now, you... Oh, come on, you. Go down. Thank you. What are you guys thinking of the puppets the way we have them currently set? With them being slow, but tough to kill. Where are you? He's got to be like up just behind that bush up there or something. Oh, I hate when he stops laughing. I'm gonna go ahead and just craft some more arrows, because these wooden arrows do not last very long with these tougher puppets, do they? You just stay over there, Happy. Let's go ahead and just make a bunch of them. Sorry, I'm really trying to keep an eye on him as much as I can. Oh, I think I see him. He's right behind where the thing is there. I think. Pretty sure I see movement right there anyway. No, not the shotgun. I don't want to bring in more friends. Where be ye, Hap? Yep, that is you. Oh, crap. Oh. He did not go boom. Well then. That's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm just taking cover behind this car here. I don't think his explosion would hit me from over here regardless, but one of those situations. That I just don't really want to take the chance, you know? Open up, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, I'm really looking forward to the inventory rework. Piece of rubber? Yes, piece of rubber. Okay, so we got... I want to move all the pieces of rubber into kind of one spot here. Okay, that's all the pieces of rubber. Oh, one of you suggested that I check to see if we can potentially use rubber bands for this. I'm 98% certain you cannot use rubber bands. Nope, just a piece of rubber. Okay. That's what I figured, but, you know. So we got the planks, we got bolts, we got scrap. Okay, so we got all that stuff in one spot. We got everything we need there. Goody. Yay, I can use all of this stuff. Fantastic-terrific, even. Beautiful. You go over there. Honestly, just all of this stuff go over there. Okay, everything else. Ooh, yeah, everything else can just go in randomly. However it needs to. Oh, I forgot about that M1 clip. I really want an M1. That would be just lovely. Semi-auto, 30-06. Man, that'd be a really nice weapon to have right now. How about you go there instead? Oakley dokley. Well, let's see. What are you for? All doors in the A1 bunker. I don't think we're gonna get there. Sorry, I had to turn this on because I couldn't remember how to get back to my tractor. Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna say let's... Well... Okay, I went ahead and turned that back off. Because I debated about leaving it on just because it would tell us where other vehicles were that I could potentially check to see if any of them might be a cruiser that I could, steal a wheel off of. But that kind of defeats the purpose of exploring, so we've got that turned back off. But we kind of went up and around this way and ended up here. I believe that was the fire station, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we kind of have this quadrant over here still to check. And I think one of you said that the survivor loft thing I was telling you about was somewhere over here. But we're gonna, I guess, just hop in the tractor and skedaddle over that away. Should probably put the chest back in the thing, huh? There we go. That might be a little bit smarter. Since we've taken care of all the friendos here, let's go ahead and top off the tractor real quick, yeah? Beautiful. Onward. Okay. Well, let's just go this way. We're gonna cut a left here. I know that there's garages and stuff like that around here. Hey, why? I should have... Well, I mean, it looks like the stadium might be right there. Okay. I didn't check the underground parking garage, did I? Also, did I check any of the cars on this street? Because there's a lot of them. I don't know if I did or not. Let's find out. Might as well, right? Right. Okay, okay. I did not check any of these. Ooh, gunpowder. Now, one of you also said that I should check, like, the recycling bins for bits of rubber. So I will start looking out for those. Actually, there may have been some at the fuel station. Normally there are, and I didn't bother to look. Because, I'm a big old stupid. Stop selecting a shotgun. Switch. Thank you. Nothing. Fantastic. Exactly what I expected. More gunpowder. We need to get into actually crafting some ammunition. The problem is, there's not... Oh. There hasn't been a reason to... Oh, poop. Damn you. Die faster. Oh. Okay, come back closer. The further away you get, the harder it is for me to accurately hit you. Man, these guys take a lot of arrows now. I guess I need to see about some carbon broadhead arrows. Or not carbon broadhead, we can't use those. The metal broadhead arrows. I'm not sure if that's all the arrows that I put into you. That seems like a small amount. Or my other arrows. Never mind, I guess that was all of them. Okay, then. If you say so, I will take your word for it, buddy. But personally, I'm liking the new puppets, the way we've got them set up. Being slower, but a lot tougher. 100% nail. Ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, I'm missing a whole lot of arrows, because we had a full stack there, and then a partial another stack here. So yeah, I'm missing several arrows. That's fine. That's why I'm not using better arrows, though. Because better arrows would mean losing better arrows, and I really don't want to lose good arrows. Not to these goobers. Fishing floater. Sure, I'll take it. Well, there's an arrow. Fantastic. But, I mean, like for zombies like this, or puppets like this, you know, these little crappy wooden arrows are actually great. Because it takes so many, you're gonna miss some. You know, that's just a foregone conclusion. You're going to miss some of them. And so... being able to just make a lot more on the fly is pretty handy. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, well, why don't you just make a crap ton of, you know, like the metal-tipped arrows? And just keep a ton of those in the tractor. And yeah, I mean, that's probably a better solution than what I'm doing. But, for right now, this works. No, you... grumble, 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 grumble. Actually, that would be all that we could do, isn't it? Because we only got room for, what, 6? Maybe 7? Either way, this will be good enough. That's not what I thought it was. Go away, please. Oh, perfect. Okie dokie, then. What is this? Ah, little bar, it looks like. Fair enough. I don't care about it, then. Not unless I'm not picking up any more oil filters. We have so many oil filters right now. Now, I'm trying to decide if we want to continuously move the tractor. Since we're not really looking for... Stop with that one. You know what, can I There we go. Yeah, flippy flop to that one because I instinctively hit number 1. Ooh. Is this a useful store to me? It could be. Friendos? No friendos. I can't use you. How does that one look? I mean, it works. I prefer that one. We have woodcutter shirts, so we're good there. Yeah, I'll take that, though. I can use those. Ooh, that's a good condition shotgun there. We already have one, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a spare. I have some spares that I can use for parts, I guess, already, but still. Probably won't hurt to have a spare, right? Yeah, 762 by 54. If I could find a Mosin, I'd be just tickled to death. You betcha. Rubber band, that doesn't do me any good. Oh, okay, it's a flashy light. I'm sitting there going, what the hell? The garage is down there. I know there are garages around here, but I don't remember exactly where, but that looks kind of familiar. So let's go check this down here and see if there are garages. There are, hot diggity. I'm starting to recognize things from when John brings me. When John brings me up here on the Wolfpack server. Oh, you're inside there. Okay. Well, you'll probably phase through the wall because that's what you guys tend to do, huh? Well, whatever. While you're thinking about that over there, I'm gonna go ahead and check this stuff. So let me know if you get out of there, and you know, maybe we can have a chat or something. I really don't need any of that stuff. Just a bunch of bolts, damn it. I hear multiples now. Yeah, I hear at least 2 different ones. I think one's the one that's in there. I'm not sure where this other one is, though. But that's a creepy sound, though, especially when you know how difficult the puppets are now and how hard they hit now. Ooh, I will take the toolbox. Because I think I made... Didn't we make the puppets hit like 6 times harder or something like that? Ooh, there's a good lead plate. I know they hit a lot harder now, so like 2, maybe 3 smacks from a puppet is gonna kill me. Broadhead, well, you know what? Sure, let's give that a try. What the? What, huh. Really? It's not gonna equip those even though they're higher up? Huh, that's fascinating. Hmm. I'm curious, does it matter if it's in the inventory? No. It's not even taking them from there. It's taking them from that one. What the hell? Huh. That's really bizarre. There. Now what happens if we do this? It goes right back to those. Huh. Interesting. Because normally it goes with whichever arrows are highest in your inventory. Well, these are highest in the inventory right now. What happens if we take these and put them... Damn it. Just there, and then we do something like that, and then we go hi-ya. And then we put these here. Now what happens? It still goes with those, and now it's taking them from that. Why? That's fascinating. If any of you know why that's happening, let me know, because I would love to know why that's happening. Why it's not defaulting to the metal ones, even though they're the highest in the inventory. My only thought would be it's going to the highest quality arrows, and these are, being 70%. Can I repair them? No. Well, that's fascinating. What if we move them all to the backpack? Like, all the stacks of arrows go to the backpack. You know what, actually, the ones down there are fine as is. Sorry, I'm just curious. Okay, there we go. Now it's going with those. So, it prioritizes what? The ones that are in the quiver first? No. At that time, it didn't even go with the ones that were highest in the backpack. Huh. I have no idea. That is a mystery. Any of you have any suggestions about why that's happening like that? I would love to know. We have a gas lantern already. 22s, I'll take them. We'll... nah, we don't need that. I can make cordage easy enough. The hell are you? Tractor brake light. I don't really need brake lights. Headlights, yes. Brake lights, not so much. Oh, yes, shotgun slugs. Absolutely shotgun slugs. God, so many just bolts. I need pieces of rubber. None of that is pieces of rubber. 50 AE, no. Can't really do anything with that. Diary, yes, I will take that. We need the paper. Also, I'm not going to really bother taking, like, these electric stovetops because we already have the oven back at base, so I really don't need the electric stovetop. I really like that oven from the standpoint of it's wood-fired. Ooh, hiking boots. Might take those. What kind of condition are my boots in right now? Oh, they're still fine. Where are you? Of course, I don't want that one. Saw a thing that was like, ooh, is that a cruiser tire? No. Of course not. Why would it be? Why would it be? Also, sorry if I'm sniffly. I hope I'm not getting sick, but I feel like I've been starting to get sick these last few days. I hope that it's not that, but it is that time of year, isn't it? I just need like 2 pieces of rubber. That's literally all that I need, is just 2 pieces of rubber. Can I please have 2 pieces of rubber? No, actual pieces of rubber, not rubber bands. Thank you. Let's see, what direction? Okay, that's east. Okay. I know I'm kind of going around in a big circle, but that's kind of the point. Okay, so we were at the top of this street. Drat. But yes, I do apologize if I'm overly sniffly. Now, tractor is... I've already lost the tractor. Tractor's back that way and then down that next road, isn't it? Hello? Oh, well, good. You're the lesser of evils of what could have come out of there. Normally with these places, I fully expect the armed NPCs to show up. Is there anything? I'm just curious. Because you've got like these apartments up here. I'm I have occasionally debated about trying to make one of these into a base, either like a temporary base or potentially a permanent-ish base, or, you know, short-term anyway base. Now, if we could find one that had an actual oven, you know, functional oven, that'd be great. Orange juice. Actually, that sounds really good. Earplugs. In better condition than mine, so we'll take them. We'll keep. Then some of these have, yeah, like come upstairs. Oh, there's another apartment. Oh, oh, this is fancy. Oh, I actually really like this. Oh, and it's raining now. Awesome. Maybe my character can get sick too. So far, excuse me. So far, I haven't had to actually deal with that. No, thank you. This is actually really nice. The spiral staircase looks nice. God, I hate it though. I hate spiral staircases in real life too, just from the standpoint of we have one at my grandma's house, and she loved it at first. You know, she always wanted a house with a spiral staircase until she actually had to use a spiral staircase, and then she decided that she hated it with a passion because it's just such a pain in the ass. And I agree. It's actually still no, it's all broken glass. Okay. What the hell? Where are you? You're on the roof, aren't you? How the hell did you get on the roof? Doesn't matter. You stay up there. Man, it's raining pretty good. I really don't want to get too wet out there. So I'm thinking we're going to go head back to the tractor and just hop in. If I can find the tractor. There's the tractor. Perfect. God, I love the sound of the rain, though. Yeah, get in the tractor, please. Now, I hope that they add a feature that allows us to, you know, close the door without having to turn the thing on, you know? That'd be great. I am glad that we can at least do this. So from within the tractor, I can still go ahead and load up inventory. But still. What are you guys hoping for with the inventory rework? I'm really hoping that we get like a, you know, a move all function, or at the very least, you know, you could like click and drag and it would select everything in that area and then right click and move to container, you know, or something like that. Just something better than this moving each individual thing one item at a time that we have to do right now. Now, let's go this way. South. Oh, I want to pretty much just go west right now. I hear you, chicken. Oh, are we going to be able to fit through here? No. Shoot. Oh, really? Really? Oh, damn it. Oh, no. No. Wonder, can I nudge it back up? Shoot. Didn't figure on not being able to squeeze through there. Nudge backwards. Yes, I can nudge it. Oh, shit. Nudge backwards? Yay! Damn, I'm strong. Look at that. Okay, so we can't go that way. Gotcha. Funny how these sidewalks don't seem to have been made with tractors in mind. That seems like a horrible oversight on the designer's part, you know? There's a lot of garbage here we could search. A lot of garbage, actually. Man, it's raining pretty good. Nothing. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Yeah, just a whole lot of nothing. Awesome. Ah, crap. No. No, I don't want to deal with you. You go away. Oh, can we fit through here? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, come on! Really? God, this tractor sucks! See, this is the other reason why I don't want to use the tractor as a primary mode of transportation. It just kind of sucks. Seriously? Can I get out that way? Looks like I ought to be able to. Honestly, just parking the tractor in here would probably be a not terrible spot for it. Just from the standpoint of then when we come back to it, it's already dry, so we can sit here and deal with inventory. Yeah, I know you're feeling chilly. Because everything's wet now, because it's soaking. I mean, we are... we're kind of stuck right here for a little bit, aren't we? If we don't want to go out in the rain, anyway. Uh-huh. I don't have a raincoat in here, do I? Da, 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 da. I can't remember if we ever picked up a raincoat or not. We probably did. And I probably put it in the chest that I left at the cabin. That would be my guess. Well, I'm not immediately seeing a raincoat there. What's in these backpacks? Anything? Nothing. This backpack. Anything? Nothing. This backpack. No raincoat. Okay, that's really unfortunate. A raincoat would be great right now. I know you're slightly chilly. We're working on that, buddy. Raincoat? No raincoat. Wonderful. Raincoat! Yes! Ha 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 ha! There we go. Now, that's not going to keep us 100% dry, but it will at least help. Now, I wish that you could put the hood up. Why can't you put the hood up, you know, to help keep you dry? You know, that would make a lot of sense. You know, be able to put the hood up. Hopefully that comes with some kind of update soon. Yeah, can we move through any of these buildings? No, this is literally just a bathroom. Oh, well, no, there's a door. Okay. You guys can see well enough. But there we go. What kind of battery we got? Okay, we got plenty of battery for finishing up this episode anyway. Like, I can see just fine. Hey, extra batteries. Beautiful. I can see just fine without the headlamp on. But I know that for whatever reason, my monitor is brighter than what it comes out on in the videos. And I'm not sure why. I've fiddled with a whole bunch of adjustments, and I can't seem to get the video to come out the same brightness as my monitor. Let's see, this is where we just were. Let's see, west is that away, and that's the direction we're trying to go. I mean, we got the raincoat on now. It's about the best we can do to try to stay dry. We don't have like the NBC pants, do we? No. How damp is everything? Pretty wet already, but that's okay. Well, we'll just wander around in the rain. If we get sick, we get sick. That's something that I'll just have to deal with. It's something I haven't had to encounter yet, so hey, it'd be a new experience, right? Right. Okay, okay. I've checked you already. Fantastic. You know what? We're outside now. We don't need that anymore. Have I checked all of these? No. Oh, well, that doesn't do me any good at all. That's just destroyed. Market. I don't need stuff from the market. Man, I love the look of this place in the rain, though. I do. You know, that's just it's beautiful. There's a whole bunch of cars down here. Maybe we can find our remaining piece of rubber. Oh, hi. Shoot. Damn it, you ducked. Stop ducking. Thank you. Made me lose at least 2 arrows by your matrix dodging. No, I can't do anything with that. No. No. Ooh. Didn't expect to find that in there. That's actually a good screwdriver. Hey, is this like a mechanic shop? Doesn't matter, I can't check it. Drat. Hi. Okay, good. You're gonna stay down. Fantastic. I don't suppose you might have a piece of rubber on you. No, you have 1 round of buckshot. It's fascinating, though. I'm not getting the notifications like, hey, my feet are soaking wet. No friends in here. Fantastic. Can't use that. Can I please find like an M1 in here? I know, not likely at all, but I can hope. Sorry, you guys might want to be able to see a little bit better in here. There we go. How's that for you? I love the storms in SCUM. I really do. Man, I wish I could use you. Oh. Drat. I will take the Bushman. I'll take 44 mag. Sure, we'll take that. Why not? Military shovel. You know what? Sure, we'll take it. It's not particularly good as a weapon. You know, it takes a lot of hits for it to actually do anything. That's a good condition shotgun. I will take that. Okay. Well, if you guys had the same restrictions that I have imposed on myself for this season, as far as, you know, limitations for weapons, what would you guys use? And for those of you that are maybe new to this series, basically I'm limiting myself to, like, 1950s tech and earlier. So we can't use any of the, you know, like more advanced, you know, submachine guns. We can't use like the Mark 18 or the M16. You know, we're pretty much stuck with like the World War II weapons and the pump shotgun. I mean, any of the shotguns aside from the SDASS. But like this one, technically this model of shotgun was not around in the 50s, but it's a basic pump shotgun, so we're allowing it. Now, I can use the AK-47, but not with, like, optics and stuff like that. So it's just iron sights, and I'm not allowed to use the drum magazine for it. There's no cars on this road. That's horribly unfortunate. So given those parameters, so we can use, like, you know, the bolt-action rifles. We can use, like, pretty much any of the shotguns, again, aside from the SDASS. We can use, like, the M1... again, the AK, but not with the drum mag and not with optics. So, and as far as pistols, we can only use the revolvers and the 1911. We can't use anything else, you know, more advanced than that. So, given those parameters, what would you guys be using? If you could choose, you know, out of any of the weapons that we can use, what would you choose? Now, realistically, the AK, even with just the standard 30-round magazines, would probably be the best choice for a rifle, if you wanted to use that. That being said, the shotgun with slugs is pretty darn potent. I don't know that there's too much more in terms of... What direction is that? That's south. So yeah, there's not really anything else that way. Okie dokie. But like right now I'm rocking, you know, lever action shotgun. It's actually working pretty well for me. And then I'm running a 357 revolver. And then obviously the bow. Not necessarily the ideal setup that I would like, but it works. Did we come from this way? No, because I didn't check these right here. Drat. Also, Drat, what color are you? Light brown. You know what? We'll take that. Now, does the... No, I mean, these are all... Well, that hasn't gotten any wetter. You know, obviously a lot of stuff has, but... Like, how is that not getting wet? I mean, the big thing, I guess, with stuff getting wet is if you're wet and cold. And we're not. We are just currently wet. So, hopefully that means that we're not going to get sick. Yay, a piece of rubber! I need one more. Just one. Drat. I just need one. Now, we do have a 1911 back at the car, or the tractor. I really hope that they add an option to not have the puppets able to jump like that. That bunny hopping, it really breaks immersion. And it's just kind of a bit ridiculous. Even if it didn't break immersion, it's just kind of... They should not be able to do that, you know? At least that's my opinion. But we do have a 1911 in the tractor. And... I'm trying to think what else we have. I don't think we really have anything more advanced right now. I would like to find a good rifle. But, again, that being said, the shotgun with slugs... pretty darn potent. I'm liking it. Go west. I can't. Where are you? Can I climb this wall? No crap. I can go this way, though. I really don't want to be stuck in a corner if puppets start to show up. Not with how easily they can take me down and how difficult it is for me to take them down. Now, this is the road that we came from, isn't it? I think, because there's not very many cars here. I think I remember that market. Yeah, because there's the shop there. So the tractor... I parked the tractor underneath the thing. So we'll find it again here in a bit. Right now, I really just want to find this last frickin' piece of rubber. Actually, I think the tractor should be this way. I want to just dump all the stuff that we have. Isn't the tractor... in a thing... I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Shoot. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we probably need to move the tractor a little further down, huh? But yes, yeah, I'm amassing a supply of shotguns and whatnot. Piece of rubber. You need to go over here. So we got 4. Here's 5. I need 1 more. right, for the wheel. Need one more. Yeah, I need 6 pieces of rubber. That is extremely frustrating. You know, the whole point of them making it to where you can craft a wheel was to make it easier for us. And yet, it's not really making it any easier, is it? Okay, well, let's go ahead and move the tractor. Just because this is not a particularly convenient spot for it anymore. Onward! I'm really hoping... Okay, this is west. Good. Really hoping that we can find this last piece of rubber. If we can do that, then I will head back probably up to the fire station because I know there's workshop equipment up there, or workbenches. And then we can go ahead and get that wheel crafted and get us a cruiser going. And then we'll probably drive the tractor back home. And then I'll run back here on foot. Let's see. We want to go northwest-ish. Kind of, sort of. What is this down here? What is all of that? Is that the cemetery? I don't know. That's the way that we just went up, isn't it? Can we go that way? I don't know. Let's check that. I mean, this is the way that we... Well, that's the way that we were going. This way just leads to out of town. I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. There just so happens to be a nice little road here. Fantastic. Oh, there's stairs. Oh, tractor does not like stairs very well. Hi, friendo. How many times do I have to run you over with the tractor for you to die? Probably a lot. Especially given how slow the frickin' tractor is. You're not even going to be phased hardly by the tractor, are you? Full speed ahead! Well, and then of course you phase through the tractor. Could you stop climbing on top of my tractor, you asshole? Yeah, you can't smack the tractor to death, buddy. I mean, you might be able to, I don't know. Oh, come on, damn it. Stop phasing through the tractor. Could you get off my roof? What? Oh, you asshole. Great. Triggered a horde. Of course we did. Wonderful. Get off my tractor. Yeah, I don't want to be going this way, though. That's the thing. That's not the button I meant to hit, but that's okay. Now, I'm wondering... how far away can I get from these goobers before they lose interest, since they're slower now? Also, why can I not reload while in the tractor? We can eat while we're in vehicles. Well, I guess not while we're driving, huh? Yeah, and there's no passenger seat. But still, I mean, come on, devs. We absolutely should be able to reload our firearms while sitting in the friggin' driver's seat of the tractor. Or just any vehicle. Okay, and the rain is letting up. That's good. Oh, the rain's just quit. Well, not quite, but sun's trying to come out, so that's good. Come on, piece of rubber. Piece of rubber. It's not a piece of rubber. I need a piece of rubber. Just one. Literally just one piece of rubber is all I need at this point. Come on, just give me the one piece of rubber. That's all I need is just one piece. Oh, I already checked these. I just need one. Just one. That's all I need. Single piece of rubber. I see a blue bin over here. Maybe we can get lucky and find something in there. Or did we already check this? We may have already checked this. We did not. No, I need a piece of rubber, not a rebar cutter. I know they sound similar, but they're very, very different things. I can't make a wheel out of a rebar cutter, thank you. Now, also not exactly sure where we are in terms of if we're in any kind of potentially high-risk area for meeting some armed friendos, you know? Come on, I just need a piece of rubber. Just one. I just need one piece of rubber, that's all. Might I find a piece of rubber just in these? I can find rubber bands all day long. I don't need rubber bands. I need a piece of rubber. And I know you guys are probably tired of watching me look for pieces of rubber. So if that's the case, let me know, and I will just continue my search off camera after this episode. And the next episode will just be whenever the hell we have found the pieces of rubber that we need. And I am then able to craft the wheel for the cruiser. So if you guys would rather we just do it that way from this point on, let me know. Because I know this is probably not super duper exciting for you guys. Although, I mean, just kind of roaming around the city is kind of fun, I gotta say. I miss, you know what, we'll take, no. I really miss the puppet numbers that I used to have, and I'm not sure how to get them back since they changed the encounter manager again. You know, you guys remember from some of my other videos, you know, before 1.0 especially, like, you'd come out here and there would be just, like, puppets everywhere. You know, it looked like, you know, something out of The Walking Dead or whatever, you know, where there's just, like, you'd look up this street and there'd be a dozen puppets just between here and that light pole over there. You know, and there'd be puppets all over the place out here. I miss that. You know, because right now I've got low player count mode on. I've got puppet numbers maxed out. I've got the, um, like, uh, extra characters per encounter maxed out. And yet we still have, you know, very few puppets. And that kind of sucks. You know, that's why I wanted to make the puppets tougher, because it's like, well, we don't hardly have enough puppets to make things interesting. So, we got to do something. I don't care about those. I'm not real sure why I'm looking in here. I really don't need anything from in here, but it's just kind of a... You know, I'll take an extra one of those. That one's in good condition. And we got some other driving gloves. I like the driving gloves for some reason. Anywho. I guess technically we could just scoot across here. Now what is that? Not a clue. Well, what are you? Fishing floater. Hey, I'll take it. What are your guys' favorite places in Scum? You know, I know some people really like the big cities. You know, a lot of people like, the military areas, so you've got like the airfields and whatnot. A lot of people like the South Island down here. You know, me personally, I still like the mountains, little cabins and whatnot. I really enjoy those. I still like this area right here. You know, anywhere where there's a lake, I really like. But I gotta admit, spending some time up here in the city and just kind of this quadrant up here, I'm starting to like the city. Just from the standpoint of there's a lot. Hey, finally. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, we're actually not that far. Yeah, but all this stuff is back to tractor. Isn't the tractor over there? Because we crossed that bridge. Yeah, so tractor's over this way. Okie dokie. Well, we finally found the last piece of rubber that we need. Jesus, took us long enough. Well, since we found that, I'd say this is a good time to end the episode. Next time, I will probably just have the wheel crafted. I'll go ahead and just... I left the chest. Damn it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I know roughly where it is, assuming it's still in the... it has to be on the path. Well, except shit, we took a kind of roundabout way to get here, didn't we? Either way, I'll find it. If any of you guys know in the comments where I dropped it, let me know. I'm assuming it's back where we had it parked, and I just drove off without putting it back in the tractor. But, I'll find it. Anywho, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would greatly appreciate a like on the video, and if you'd like to see more content, I would greatly appreciate a subscribe. And let me know, now that we have enough to make the wheel, we're going to put a cruiser together, which means now we can travel a little bit more. So let me know where you guys think we should go. We could just, make an episode of, walking back, fixing up a cruiser, driving it home, etc. But we will, now that we will have a cruiser, we can go a lot more places. The tractor is just really slow, and it kind of sucks as a vehicle. Now, we could go up here, and do kind of an exciting episode up there at the D4 bunker. That's going to be tricky with the puppets set as tough as they are and the limitations that we have on weapons. Not to mention, we'd probably run into NPCs up there. But there's also a lot of World War II bunkers up there, and there's a lot of opportunities for us to find, some better weapons than what we currently have. So that's an option. I'm kind of leaning towards that, actually. But let me know what you guys would like to see. We could also just work on some more base building stuff, although I'm not real sure how much more I'm going to upgrade on the base, but we do need to furnish it a little bit more. We could also do some fishing or hunting or, something along those lines. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you'd like to see for the near future. And with that all being said, I guess I will go ahead and plug the links in the description. We have St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked in the description. So if you'd like to support either of those charities, please go check out those links. And then we have my Discord server, as well as the Wolfpack Multiplayer SCUM Discord server. The Wolfpack server is the SCUM server that I do all of my live streams on. It's a nice, chill PvE server. We have player-to-player damage turned off, so it's full PvE. You can't, hurt other players. But other than that, these settings are pretty similar to what I have here in single player. So we've got, puppet numbers maxed out, animal and NPC numbers boosted, loot is boosted a little bit, no sentries or drop ships. So it's just a pretty chill server if you're just looking for a place to hang out, where you don't really have to worry about all the stresses of being on official servers. You can just kind of relax, find a place to build whatever kind of base you want. Maybe find somebody to team up with to play with. It's a really good server for that. So if that sounds interesting to you, go check out that link. That will take you to the server rules page on the Discord server. Make sure you read all the rules. It will let you know kind of all the different settings we have, as well as the rules for the server. And they're pretty simple. Basically, just treat people with respect. Don't be an asshole, that kind of thing. But after reading that, if it sounds like a good fit for you, contact either myself, Necros, or Cornbread through Discord. We are the server admins, and we'll have a couple questions for you, and then we can get you set up with the password. And then we have my wife's YouTube channel, where she does a variety of videos, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, various gameplay videos, paranormal videos, where she posts informational content on various paranormal locations, as well as some evidence that we have captured, because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And then we do family live streams over there where we play games like Phasmophobia and Ghost Exile. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, go check out her channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.